Well, it's primary day in Florida, and after an intense week of campaigning that has seen heated personal attacks, voters finally head to the polls today to make their voices heard. Will Mitt Romney and the establishment hang on to their lead in the Sunshine State, or will Newt Gingrich come from behind yet again? PJTV's own Alexis Garcia now joins us from Celebration, Florida, where Newt Gingrich is expected to make an appearance at the Heritage Hall voting precinct. She's been following the speaker as he greets voters on what is a pivotal day for his campaign. Alexis, good to see you. You're down in my old stomping ground in North Central Florida. How you doing down there?
Hey, Bill. It's good to see you.
Good to see you, too. What's the mood on the ground out there in North Central Florida? Do you think there's going to be any 11th hour surprises today?
Well, Bill, it looks from the looks of things that Mitt Romney has pretty much got this race wrapped up. Now, we've seen before, 4 years ago, the polls were wrong when Hillary Clinton won in New Hampshire. But barring any 11th hour surprises, it looks like Mitt Romney is going to win. Now, the speaker did make a stop here earlier this morning in Winterland, Florida here. And, he was very resilient. And the press asked him as he stepped outside of the bus, which you see there, a lot of the mainstream media asked him, where do you go from here? Like, what, do you think you can actually win? And he chided the media and said, you know what, you guys predicted I was going to lose South Carolina. How's that working out for you? So the speaker said that he feels very confident. I think he's looking moving forward. He probably knows that he's not going to win today, but he's looking to take this fight forward for the next few months.
Well, the great story of 2009 and 10 was the role of the Tea Party. And Mitt Romney is not a fan of the Tea Party, apparently, and nor is the Tea Party a fan of Mitt Romney. Do you see any kind of Tea Party support on the ground out there, or do you think this is mostly underground in Florida today?
Bill, it's pretty interesting. It seems to be underground. You had the Tea Party Express. They did a bus tour through here this weekend. Not much coverage of it. But you're right. Mitt Romney, I've heard he's been advised to not interact with the Tea Party at all. But surprisingly, you have a couple votes showing that some Tea Party voters here in Florida actually are preferring Mitt Romney over Newt Gingrich. I think a lot of conservatives out here just don't see a candidate that they really have fallen in love with. I think there's questions about Gingrich's past record that they have questions about, and obviously with Romney. So I think when you weigh the two, it's coming down to electability, and I think people think that Romney has a better shot against Obama.
Yeah, that's starting to sound like the end of the primary campaign. Alexis, obviously, it's it doesn't look like it's going to be much of a horse race there or any tremendous late-breaking drama. So, what do you think we should be looking for tonight when the results come in? What do you think we're going to see from the Romney camp and the Newt camp after what looks like a Romney win?
Well, yeah, I think the main thing to look for is the margin that Mitt Romney wins by, if and when he wins tonight. Now, let's not forget the governor and his super PAC has outspent Gingrich on the airwaves here 5-1. So for Romney to really show strength, I mean, he's got to pull a double-digit win. All the polls have him up by double digits. I think anything less, if Gingrich makes this really close, he's got a good case of keeping the momentum going for the next couple of weeks. And, we talk about this numbers game, but, we need to remember that the nomination, you need delegates. And Florida is the only winner-take-all right now. No candidate right now is close to getting the needed delegates. But a win here for Romney could help with momentum. And if Gingrich continues this campaign, it's going to become a money challenge, keeping the money flowing in, which Romney has the advantage with that right now.
Well, Alexis, we talk about Romney and Gingrich back and forth, but there's two other people in the race. So assuming it's a big Romney win in Florida, how do you think the race looks moving forward with guys like Ron Paul and Rick Santorum? Apparently, these guys are in single digits or near single digits in Florida. Do you think this puts a stake through the heart of their campaigns, or do you think they go all the way to the convention?
I don't think so. And I tell you what, if Rick Santorum can pull out a double-digit percentage here, if he gets 12, 13%, that's going to be bad news for Newt Gingrich. And, both these guys have said that they're sticking in. Rick Santorum skipped the last day or two here. He went to campaign in Colorado. Ron Paul's gone up to the main caucuses. He's going to go to Nevada. And these two are not getting out of the fight easily. And it's interesting because out of the two, I think Ron Paul really does have the actual resources to be able to carry this fight all the way to the convention. He's got a loyal base. He's got money coming in. So if there's anyone that can be a thorn in the side of Mitt Romney, it's going to be Ron Paul.
Mm-hmm. Well, Alexis, as somebody who grew up pretty close to where you're standing back there, at least went to school back there, enjoy the heat and the humidity and watch out for that alligator coming up from behind there. Thanks very much for joining us today and keep up the good work.
Yeah, I'm going to go take a couple of rounds of golf before I meet up with Gingrich, but it's good speaking with you, Bill.
Okay, take care now. And you can stay tuned for more of our 2012 election coverage. For PJTV, I'm Bill Whittle.